On video, a man is seen taking a package off someone's porch.
And to make matters worse, inside a Columbus woman's wedding dress. Good evening. I'm Mike Jackson.
I'm Colleen Marshall. Thanks for joining us at 11. NBC4's Rob Sneed spoke with the woman's fiance about this really big loss.
Yeah, according to the police report, Colleen, the dress cost nearly $3,000. Now, the couple searched high and low, hoping the thief may have dumped it in a back alley. As of now, still no dress for their big day. With a cigarette in his mouth, wearing a Cleveland Cavaliers shirt, this man walks right up to this home on East Whittier Street as if he lives here and steals a box Tuesday afternoon. Inside, a wedding dress.
I mean, that's going to set the tone for your wedding and the rest of your marriage, so that makes me feel awful that that happened to someone.
McLean, who lives down the street, says she feels terrible for the bride-to-be.
I was home that day, and I just wish I would have seen something.
And so do police. That's why they want you to take a close look at this man. Maybe you know who he is. NBC4 reached out to the bride-to-be. She was too upset to talk with us, but her fiancé, Eric McGarry, who did not want to be seen on camera, said this has been very hard on them both. That dress was nearly $3,000.
You know, my fiance, her and I and a friend walked most of the alleys to see if they ditched it in a trash can or recycling bin.
But it was nowhere to be found. Neighbors post these signs. Please do not leave packages on the porch. McLean says, unfortunately, stolen packages out here are the norm.
Yeah, I either try to make sure I'm home that day, or I have a neighbor come and get it, or I just have it delivered to my office.
The cart. Now, if you have any information, you are asked to call police. Rob Sneed, NBC4.
Thanks, Rob. Now, you can get another look at that suspect. Just go to our website, NBC4i.com. Click on the story. You'll find that on our home page. Rain and storms popped up throughout central Ohio today, but things have calmed down.
And Storm Team 4 Chief Meteorologist Dave Mazza has a look at whether it's going to stay calm this weekend.
You know what, for the most part, we are going to start the weekend at least on a calm note. That is good news. You see on Live Viper radar tonight, most of the showers have exited. Got a couple little spotty showers down to the south between Guysville and Coolville down in Athens County. Other than that, most of us are starting to dry out this evening, but it is going to be a short dry out period. We're seeing temperatures right now dropping in some spots back into the upper 60s, 67 right now in Cambridge, 68 in Athens, Marysville, and Bellefontaine. And those numbers will continue to fall through the evening hours tonight as we're seeing a very light north to northwest wind outside. But you notice a lot of goose eggs on the map this evening for the wind speed. And one of the concerns going forward during the overnight hours tonight with a wet ground outside and little to no wind and high humidity in the short term, our visibility starting to drop and fog developing, especially off towards the east and southeast overnight tonight, something we'll deal with possibly for Saturday morning. But another cold front is on the way. We'll talk about when that will impact your weekend forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Dave. The Olentangy Local School District has agreed to pay nearly $500,000 to the families of 3 students who were sexually abused by a former elementary school teacher, Matthew Rausenberg. Rausenberg is currently serving 106 years in prison after he was found guilty of 41 counts of gross sexual imposition, kidnapping, and pandering obscene material more than 2 years ago. A parent who's new to the district says he hopes the settlement will bring closure to the victims and their families.
Just really hope that, everyone gets the support they need and, through the communities as well, just really make sure that everyone supports our children and they're healthy and safe and happy.
The district says, among other initiatives, they've hired a student well-being supervisor 2 years ago who helps address non-academic barriers to learning.
Justice for me at this point is death as soon as possible.
Powerful words today from the families of 2 women who were killed by Sean Great just before Great was sentenced to death. A judge in Aslan County followed the judge's recommendations to give Great the death penalty. Earlier this month, Great was convicted of killing Stacy Stanley and Elizabeth Griffith. Their bodies were discovered when a 3rd woman Great kidnapped and sexually assaulted managed to call 911 from the abandoned home where Great held all 3 women. The families of the victims had strong words for Great.
I have no forgiveness for you in my heart. I have only hate and despise in my heart for you. You deserve nothing except to die a painful, torturous death.
The judge set Great's execution date for September 13th of this year, which is 2 years to the day the Great was arrested.
An arrest warrant has been issued for a former Uber driver in connection with the alleged rape of a Marysville woman. Happened in mid-February. The county prosecutor says 57-year-old Muzaffar Sakin has been indicted on charges of rape, sexual battery, and gross sexual imposition. The prosecutor says the victim was using Uber to get home after a night of drinking with friends, and Sakin followed her into her apartment and sexually assaulted her.
Mr. Sakin had a responsibility to take her from point A to point B, and that's where his responsibility should have ended. But he didn't. He continued on, and it's alleged that he understood her level of intoxication and took advantage of that.
Reportedly removed Sakin's access to their app once they learned of the allegations. Sakin is currently wanted on a Union County warrant. He's scheduled for arraignment June 20th.
Tonight, a Denver Uber driver is in custody after police say he shot and killed his passenger. 29-year-old Michael Hancock is charged with first-degree murder. Authorities say Hancock and his passenger were on I-25 shortly before 3 a.m. when they got into an altercation. Shots were fired. The passenger later pronounced dead at a hospital.
The U.S. North Korea summit is on once again. President Trump says he'll meet with Kim Jong-un face-to-face in Singapore just 11 days from now. It's a dramatic reversal from last week when the president canceled the summit after a North Korean official made disparaging comments about Vice President Mike Pence.
The most important thing going forward is for the two leaders now to go into quiet mode. No tweeting, no propaganda statements, and really focus on policy deliverables for Singapore on June 12th.
President Trump says the North Korean sanctions are staying, but he has no plans to impose new ones or to ramp up his maximum pressure campaign. Well, the galleries around Muirfield Village were roaring today as the Memorial Tournament heated up with a boost from some of sports' biggest stars.
Sports director Jared Smalling has the latest on the charge today by Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he's not leading. In fact, Tiger Woods is 6 shots off the lead headed to the weekend. But for the first time since he won here 6 years ago, Tiger shot around in the 60s, and it could have been even better than it was. The 5-time champion of the Memorial drawing huge galleries around his opening tee shot today. And if those folks stayed around, they were treated to quite the show. On his front 9, Tiger rolled in 4 birdies, including this one at the 9th. That got him to 3 under for the tournament. Then here goes the shot of the tournament so far from the heart of the fairway at the 11th hole. His 3rd shot, 95 yards out, hit the backup button and into the cup. Ooh. And the crowd goes bonkers. A roar like you just haven't heard around those hills in quite a while. That put him to 5 under par, and that's where he finished the round. But Tiger says it could have been even better.
It could have been easily a nice little 62 or 63, and turned it into a 67. I missed a lot of short putts, which is something I don't normally do, which is frustrating. I got to clean that up come this weekend, and hopefully I can get it going. I mean, if I hit the ball like this on the weekend, then I got a great chance of winning this tournament.
Some confidence from Tiger. The 2nd round lead belongs to Kyle Stanley and a 19-year-old Joaquin Niemann. They're at 11 under par. The complete wrap on round 2 is coming up in a few minutes in Friday Night Live. Mike?
All righty. Thanks, J-Rod. We'll see you shortly. A Central Ohio tradition returns tomorrow. Up next, we'll show you what and who you can expect to see at this massive yard sale on US 40.
And we got a couple of showers left in the southeast portion of our state tonight. Other than that, patchy fog will be possible as we start the day on Saturday, and another cold front is on the way, and this one's going to bring some of the coolest readings we've seen in the afternoons nearly a month. We'll talk more about that coming up after the break.
Uncovering the truth and getting answers for your community. Do you have a problem that needs to be investigated? Send us your tip by calling our 24-hour tip line at 1-833-474-TIPS.
NBC4 is setting the bar higher.
You have made a huge difference for all those in Ohio.
Because we don't just report the news.
I was stunned at how much of the new recommendations seem to have grown right out of some of the reports that you've been doing.
We take action.
This looks pretty bad, though, Keith.
I know it does.
And we don't just tell the story. We care.
I am here to make a change in this world.
Because this is our community. NBC4 is local for you.
When I started Premierology back in 2011,
The Central Ohio community truly welcomed us with open arms. You know, growing up in Columbus, I shouldn't have been surprised, but as we've grown to more than 10 offices, it's still humbling to think about the support that we've received. No matter how many patients we've helped or how many times we've been recognized, we'll never stop pushing ourselves to be the best. If I could say one thing to the Central Ohio community, it would be thanks. Thanks for trusting Premier Allergy with your care. Premier Allergy, relief is just a phone call away.
Your summer starts here. With a great deal on a new Toyota, you can celebrate all the season has to offer. Like graduations, Mother's Day, camping, family reunions, paddleboarding, hiking, the beach, fishing trips, county fairs, road trips. Me first!
It's the final days to get 0.9 financing for 60 months on a stylish new 2018 Sienna. Or lease this hot-selling Highlander LE for just $279 a month.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wow, that's it? I can't believe how much I saved. Honey, I just saved $1 a gallon.
Nice. Those Kroger fuel points really add up.
It's easy to earn fuel points every time you shop at Kroger and redeem for up to $1 off per gallon. How much will you save? Double Fuel Point weekends are back. Get your coupon today and earn 2 times the fuel points.
The lower.
Oh, this is fun! Yes, we're coming out of a 3-layer cake. Ooh, for hosting this beautiful bridal shower for your friend, you deserve the sweet reward of a Diet Dr. Pepper.
That is sweet. Is that the entertainment?
Yeah!
Did someone call the cops?
No.
Should I go?
Yes.
But leave the boombox. Diet Dr. Pepper. It's the sweet one.
NBC4 Closed Captioning is sponsored by Kroger.
It was one of the first highways in America, and now it's holding on to one of its traditions, a yard sale.
U.S. 40, also known as the historic National Road, is having its annual yard sale this weekend. NBC4's Sean Lanier has a look at some of the items and the people that you're going to be seeing there. Sean?
Well, it's 824 miles of potential shopping according to the event's Facebook page, and it stretches all the way until Baltimore. But if you're here in Central Ohio and you see one of these signs, you may want to stop and follow and take a look at one of the yard sales. It may have something for you.
Well, it comes around once a year.
This is year number 15. U.S. 40, or the historic National Road, is having its yard sale. Simply put, anyone who lives on or slightly off this stretch of road can
get rid of all the extra stuff that we have laying around the house that maybe other people might want or need.
So if you want clothes, shoes, pictures, chairs, books, or even something a little more special.
I'm an old school Dale Earnhardt collectible guy, and I've got a lot of die-cast cars and things of that nature.
You can probably find it.
We're waiting on this every year.
If you're looking for a person who has a lot of stuff, Charles Meade may be your guy.
Hopefully I got something for anybody and everybody.
He's out at the Shamrock Motel right on US 40 with a parking lot full of random items. But he says in the event he doesn't have what you want, he knows someone else will.
If I ain't got something, maybe my buddy down the street's got something.
And most of the yard sales, they'll end at different times, but if you are looking to come out, it ends on June 3rd. They allow people to sell stuff from dawn until dusk. Local for you in Licking County, Sean Lanier, NBC4.
All right, thank you so much, Sean.